Brahmanda Purana, Part 4, Lalita Mahatmya, Chapter 13. A hymn in praise of Lalita. The Devas spread. The footnote says the use of string or series of epithets as a prayer of a deity is as old as the Yajurveda, in the black portion of which we have Rudradhyaya, Taittiriya Samhita, and in the white portion the Satarudriya. The tradition was continued in Puranas, and we have 1,000 epithets of Vishnu in the Mahabharata, chapter 149. Here, though not 1,000 names, we have a series of epithets glorifying Lalita and hailing her victory and equating her with the Almighty or Parabrahman. There is a separate Sahasranama of Lalita with an erudic commentary of Bhaskara Raya alias Bhasurananda. The Devas spread. Be victorious, O Goddess, the Mother of the universe. Be victorious, O Goddess, greater than the greatest. Be victorious, O abode of will, O abode of will and prosperity. Be victorious, O soul of the art of love. O Kali of beautiful eyes, be victorious. O Kamakshi, one of lovely and lovable eyes. O beautiful one, be victorious. Be victorious, O goddess, worthy of being propitiated by all the suras. O Kameshi, goddess of love, bestower of honor, be victorious. Be victorious, O goddess, the embodiment of Brahman, the soul of elegance and beauty of Brahman. O Narayani, O Supreme One, be victorious, O goddess, the bestower of delight on all the worlds. Be victorious, O beloved of Srikantha Shiva. Be victorious, O Mother Sri Lalita. Be victorious, O Goddess, the conqueror of glory. O bestower of abundant riches and prosperity of victory. Obeisance to the cause of that which is born and is yet to be born. Cause of Ishtapurta, holy and charitable rites. Obeisance to that protectress of the three worlds. O Goddess, who art greater than the greatest. Hail to the Goddess identical with all units of time such as Kala Muhurta, Kashta, days, months, seasons, and years. Obeisance to the Goddess with 1,000 heads. O Goddess with 1,000 eyes and faces. The footnote says here Lalita is equated with Purusha in Purusha Shukta Rigveda. Bow to you, appearing splendid with 1,000 lotus-like hands and feet. O goddess, minuter than atom, minuter than atom, greater than the greatest. O mother, who are greater than the greatest. O mother, who art greater than the greatest, more brilliant than the most brilliant. The nether world, Atala, constitutes your feet, and Vitala, your knees. The footnote says 8 to 10 describe how the different worlds, the nether worlds and the higher worlds, constitute the body of Lalita. Rasatala is the region of your west, Dharani, Earth is your belly, Bhuvarloka is your heart, and the world, Swar, heaven, is your face. The moon, sun, and fire are your eyes, O Ambika, and the quarters, cardinal points are your arms. The winds are your breaths, and the Vedas your words. Creation and formation of the worlds is your sport. Shiva, the very embodiment of Chit, Supreme Consciousness, is our companion. The bliss of the Sat, existent Supreme Being, is your diet, and your residence is in the hearts of good people. The Bhuvanas, worlds, constitute your forms, visible as well as invisible. The clouds are your tresses, and the stars your flowers. Dharma, etc., are your arms. Adharma, etc., constitute your weapons. Yamas and niyamas constitute the nails of your hands and feet. The utterance of swaha and swadha that enliven the worlds constitute your breasts. The pranayama, breath control, is your nose, and Saraswati, the goddess of speech, your tongue. The pratyahara, right, is your sense organs, and meditation is the excellent intellect. The power of dharana, the power of dharana is your mind, and state of trance is your heart. The trees are the hair on your body. The dawn is your robe. The past, present, and future constitute your physical form. The mother of the universe is Yajna Rupa, whose form constitutes the Yajna. Vishwarupa, having the universe for her form, and the sanctifier of all. It is she who, due to her mercy and kindness, creates at the outset the entire subjects. Though she abides in the heart of all, she is invisible to the worlds. She is of the nature of fascination. It is she who, out of her sports, creates distinctions between names and forms. She stays presiding over them but is not attached to them. She is the bestower of wealth and love. Obeisance to the greatest, obeisance to that great goddess. Repeated obeisance to the omnipotent goddess. Obeisance, obeisance to that great goddess at whose behest fire, sun, moon, and winds function, and so do also the elements beginning with the earth. Repeated obeisance to that goddess who, at the beginning of the period of creation, created Brahma, the primordial creator, the first bestower of plenty, and who sustained him herself single handed. Obeisance, obeisance to that goddess by whom the earth is held up, who is incomprehensible and immeasurable too, by whom the ether is supported, and in whom the sun rises. Obeisance, obeisance to that goddess where the entire universe takes its origin, where it rests soundly, and wherein at the proper time it gets merged. Obeisance, obeisance to you of the Rajas nature as the origin. Obeisance, obeisance to you of the Sattva nature for the sustenance. Obeisance, obeisance to you of the Tamas nature as the destroyer. Obeisance, obeisance to you of the nature of Shiva when devoid of gunas. Obeisance, obeisance to you who are the sole mother of the universe. Obeisance, obeisance to you, the sole father of the universe. Obeisance, obeisance to you, identical with all forms and tantras, rituals and rites. Obeisance, obeisance to you, O goddess, in the form of all yantras, talismans, and mystical diagrams. Obeisance, obeisance to you, O chief preceptor unto the worlds. Repeated obeisance to you, to the magnificence of all types of utterances. Obeisance to Lakshmi, the sole goddess of pleasure. Obeisance, obeisance to the omnipotent one, O consort of God Shambhu. O Mother, how can I describe your excellent prowess and influence? It is without beginning, middle, or end. It is not constituted of five elements. It cannot be expressed by words or comprehended by mind. Its magnificence and power cannot be inferred. It is formless. It is without dvandas, mutually opposed pairs. It cannot be perceived by the eyes. Be gracious unto us, O Goddess of the universe. Be pleased, O Goddess saluted by the universe. Be pleased, O Goddess of learning, of the form of the Vedas. Be pleased, O Mayamayi, one equipped with the magical power of delusion. O Mantra Vigraha, who are the embodiment of mantras. Be pleased, O Goddess of everything, O omniformed one. After eulogizing the great goddess thus, all devas, including Vasava, Indra, bowed down to her again and hurriedly sought refuge in her. On seeing Vasava, on seeing Vasava bowing down, that goddess became delighted. The bestower of boons on all embodied souls, she asked him to request for one boon he liked. Indra requested, defective text, O goddess of welfare, if you are pleased, save our lives. We have approached you seeking refuge. Due to the harassment of Daitya king, our life has become unbearable. Sri Devi replied, I shall myself defeat Bhanda, born of Daitya race. I shall eagerly grant you three worlds, including the mobile and immobile beings. Let all the groups of devas be joyous and free from fear. The men who eulogize me devoutly by means of this hymn shall be blessed with virtue, glory, and fame forever. They will be richly endowed with learning and humility. They will have long life free from sickness. Due to my blessing, let them be endowed with sons, friends, and wives. Obtaining the boon thus, Devas as well as Devendra of great strength attained the greatest pleasure on looking at her frequently.